What's going on, guys? So, in an effort to, I told you I'd be doing some more trading recaps of what we did in the room, my trading, some of your guys's, your moves and your plays. And so today was another, obviously, pretty volatile day. You know, just another bloodbath for the overall long-only crowd and probably most of Wall Street. Um, I didn't really have the best day. I gave it back a lot of what we made Friday, and the reason being is mostly had to do with probably should have signaled and taken some more profits on UVXY into Friday's close, and I guess you would say it was an error based on organization, just kind of slipping into the weekend and not really noticing that UVXY traded off as much as it did, and we've been core short, so we missed an opportunity to book some gains, which that opened up 17, 18, 19% this morning. So that was kind of a wasted move. But I want to talk about, I still think this is one of the best opportunities on the short side, or as far as risk off, not risk off, sorry, as a bounce in stocks down here. Let's just go through it. So the S&P today in S&Ps, we traded it pretty well. I mean, we came in a little bit long, and then we've still been short the Russell. So I'll show you a second kind of what the P&Ls look like, but being short the Russells, and we sold a lot of these bounces up here. And then today we were 2 standard deviations oversold. That's what this regression channel is right here. You can see it a little bit better on the 4-hour. So we were in an intermediate term uptrend up until last week, and now we've been making lower lows. I mean, the Russell looks like it wants to retest this 1500 level. Definitely possible, but you know, we covered into this move initially and then sold the bounce late in the day. And then it was kind of the similar trade in S&Ps as far as when we were making our covering moves in the Russell, we were adding to our long. Now, this is a patient contrarian long that we've basically been playing into our pie line and then into the bands here on the daily. And typically, there's a lot of signals on here, but let me show you over here. When you have a break of the daily bands, it's usually a pretty bearish sign. In our model, we tend to go back to the 200 and or this is our pie line concept back here. But since we have the March lows, pretty significant support at 2800, I would never get bearish just because we broke the bands and then right in front of a major support like that. And you'll see there's not that much distance even back to the 200. So all these traders are going to have 27 3/4. They're going to have 2800. Some big levels of support. So we're not by any means getting aggressively long, but I definitely don't want to, you know, I'm going to play a long in S&P and continue to play the Russell short against it. And then we'll see if we can set up a little bit long out of here. I think you're only a few China tweets away from a lot of this, you know, the market ripping back the other way. We don't have the same setup we did at the end of the year when we were pretty bearish. The market does trade like we have growth slowing and inflation coming off, but oil is still holding bullish trend, and inflation, I don't see it. It's not the same setup. When we had inflation coming off and we had growth slowing considerably, growth is still actually on the upswing relative to where we were this time last year, and it's just not quite the same setup. So that's why I'm buying this dip as opposed to like September, October, November into December. We covered a lot of our shorts the day before Christmas, and we had a huge December and November. So it's not quite the same setup. I know it kind of trades like that lately. But we'll see. I mean, the risk is going to be below 27 3/4. There's some risk below 2800. So, you know, that's why we've been trading it around. So if we're buying well at the bottom of this trend channel, it held like 5 times coming into today, and then today was the first day you went through that trend channel on the downside. So, but we treat these as areas. So we had some puts that we came out of. I bought here 17s. I sold 27, made 10 points. I added again at 07, bought calls at 28.05, came out of those, sold at 28.18. There was about another 10, 11 points. And then on the rally, I bought 2,800 puts just to tighten up the book. And then again, we were selling the opposite in the Russell. So these are all short sales up here. Short, short, cover, cover, cover. You know, covering more of our short, reshorting on the bounce. And I'm just probably going to leave what I have on overnight. So that sums up S&Ps. And just let me talk to VIX. So this VIX, I'm a little bit frustrated because with the futures being all the way back to a 16 handle late on Friday, should have bought some futures just to have over the weekend. That would have helped with our against our S&P long. Because you came in this morning, you don't get a chance to trade the VIX until stocks open. And the VIX was down at 16 right in front of our pie line. Boom, it bounced up to 20. I had came out of my calls up here. We did a good job Wednesday buying back in after we took some profit. And that helped really keep the book up on the day. And a couple of these sell-offs, even though we were long S&Ps, I walked away up, even though the market was down hard because of these calls. And then so failing to have the VIX calls on Friday was a mistake. Definitely down at these levels in front of pie. We should have been signaling along and buying calls back. That would have made all the difference this morning. And you can see, in addition to that, we've been playing UVXY on the short side, and why I think it's probably one of the best opportunities. I think if and when the market turns and we get a significant several week bounce, you're going to see this UVXY come off in a major way. It comes off for several reasons. You guys can look up what is decay, what is the futures role, but all these leveraged ETFs, especially the volatility structured ETFs, they just naturally they make lower lows, to say it, to put it lightly. So last time we were up at 94, we went to 30. I think on the upside, the highest we'll get here is 55.60. And then I really would like to establish a decent, sizable core short for a move back below 30. But even from here, guys, if you just have a simple, this is what I want to show. If you have a simple 1,000 to 2,000 share short position on UVXY, I mean, you might have to work it, just like we're trading around all this stuff. Might have to work the position higher, but if we get a move back up here, that's just more of an opportunity. You're going to make even more on the next rally. So what I wanted to highlight was if you can keep a 1 to 2,000 share position. So you can see here, guys, this is my net liquidity. So this is the amount I have invested. I don't think that even includes my buying power. My buying power, the amount of capital I got tied up in this trade is less than 10,000. It might be closer to like 5,000 or 6,000. That's what the net liquidity means. And the reason I bring that up is if you can put this trade on for 5,000 to 8,000, you can see my delta here is at 6,400, not even quite 1,000. So I've been trading this around too. Like I'll buy intraday puts, just like some weeklies out a day or two and trade it around. We did that here. You know, there's 500,000 bucks in there. So we trade around that and we get heavier. So that I can, if I buy 5 to 10 weeklies that are out a couple days, that brings my delta up to like 1,000, right? But my core is if it's around 1,000, that's kind of what my goal is. So sometimes it'll go to 2,000 to 3,000, but if I can keep a core, or anybody, you guys too, of 1,000 shares, and let's just say conservatively it costs you 10 grand, I think this is a triple. If you're core short 1,000 shares at 40 and you're going to go back to 20, that's 20 to 30 grand there on not very, it's not a huge amount of capital at risk. So anyway, that's why I think this is still one of the best opportunities. We're going to keep trading it around. That was my bad at not to signal to take some back here. I mean, we were short up here at 45. You're short 1,000 shares, guys, up here at 45 just by the move from Friday. There's 10 grand in that trade. So you can see this morning while I was a little bit frustrated, like here I was down pretty good on S&Ps, but notice my Russells almost, I almost gained the same amount. And then I got treasury gains in here, the VIX, oil stuff. gold. So I probably would have had a break even type of day hadn't it been for UVXY up here, you know, going from maybe being up 6, 7, 8,000 on Friday, today just boom right off the open and being like down 5. And you can see this is a put ratio spread, so I'm actually short the 50 strike. Anyway, I don't know, that's kind of a lot. I think some of you guys that are on the coaching team or have gone through my options course, you understand this because I've talked a lot about this. This is one of our favorite strategies. So we'll stay with it. If we have another morning like we had today, we make another lower low, then we're going to get a chance to put on some more size up here in the 50s. And we'll wait for our cycles. We'll wait for stuff to get really overbought. But then, you know, we're going to, once we get that size on, we'll be much, I mean, I'm not going to let another 10-point sell-off without taking anything off the table. That was just sloppy. So anyways, guys, I think it helps to learn from the mistakes or talk through some of that stuff. And I'll see some of you guys in the morning. Oh, I wanted to just add, I got a couple things going on. We're going to have a webinar this Friday. I'm happy to talk about some of these volatility plays. I'll put a link in this video, and I think I'll probably put a menu tab up here also on the website. But if you guys come to jenkinsrm.com, or click the link in this YouTube video, but it'll take you to our ebook page. You put your email in, I'll send you a free ebook, and then it'll take you to the webinar page, which you can sign up for this Thursday. It's a free webinar. I'm just going to go through our cyclical pie strategy. If you guys sit through this with me on Thursday, you'll walk away with a simple strategy you can use the rest of your life. It's just pull money out consistently, really learn to work to hedge your risk. It's a simple discovery I made, but I'll show you how you guys can profit from it. All right, I think that's all. And then I did decide, because some of you, I know we're switching the trading room here. So before, guys, we had our River room, we're going to keep this open. So this is a free room. But now our trading room is going to be running through a different software. And this is where we're going to have all our real-time alerts, a morning chat room, and I'm going to be streaming live and trading with you guys here in this platform. So some of you can message me, comment if you want to know how to get in there. I can set you up with that. I don't really have instructions on getting in the room. Some of you are already in our River room. Message me. If you don't know how to get in the River room, I probably need to put the link back on the website for that too. But just hit me on Twitter at @theJasonJenkins. Comment on the YouTube video here if you need help. All right, and then lastly, the flash sale, because like I said, we had all this dislocation between the old room and new room, and my communication's probably been a little bit slower on the email lately. I'm going to run this through the end of the week, guys. Some of you contacted me over the weekend, which is awesome. So we're going to get you started. But I've never put together a better package, 2 trading packages, and a better deal. It's like anything on the education side, I put all our courses together. The Forex course, Pi course, options course, our full institutional trading model. You're going to get the live room membership. This is going to be a membership room. You guys can come in for free for a week and try it out, but this is going to be $100 a month. I mean, it's huge amount of value. And so just those courses alone, it's about $6,000. I was running it at $2,800, which was another discount. And now on this flash sale price, guys, through the end of the week, it's never been this cheap. So I take advantage of that. And then even more value, and some of you that want to go to that next level, and you want to do the coaching and mentorship program, you want to spend time trading with me, my team, the group setting, I get to know you, look at your trading habits, I go over your trades. That's kind of my elite group and my tight-knit group of guys. I mean, we've got traders, we've been trading together for 3-4 years in that group. So it's pretty awesome. But I basically put together $12,000 of value. I'm throwing in iPad Pros now for anybody that joins our coaching program. I load them up with videos from prior live trading sessions, prior coaching sessions, some of the bonus material I put in there about cycles and some of the reports that I've done in the past. You're going to get 70 pages on the model, 60 PDF pages on the Forex course, all that stuff on your iPad. I send it out to you. This is just some of the testimonials. But I stacked that, guys, all together in the second option. It's $12,000 value. I've been running it at between 5 and 6. All right, this flash sale price is 77% discount. So I've never seen anything that cheap with that much learning and one-on-one training and being live with me. You know, I paid for CDs that were $3,000 courses, and you just stuck with your VCR or your DVD player on the weekend, and that's about it. So anyway, I think you guys get it. I would just encourage you. I'm going to run this through the end of the week, all right? So, and then it's going back to the old price. So I know some of you are kind of on the fence. Do whatever you can to just get it done and move on with this next step. And just reach out to me if you got any questions on that, all right? I'll put the link on this video also, but again, it's at the top of our site, guys, jenkinsrm.com. Just click flash sale and you'll get to that. All right, have a great evening. We'll see some of you in the morning.